Hey Mandingos, it's Monday. You know what that means? Time for another stealth camp. Rice. Well, today I'm going to walk back from Dundarave Village. This is in the municipality of West Vancouver, which isn't West Vancouver. It's in North Vancouver, but it's West Vancouver. So, you know, it makes total sense. I was going to stop at Temper Chocolate, but that appears to be closed, which is great. So I'm gonna get a coffee from Delaney's Coffee House and hit the beach. I wasn't gonna film today, but hey, listen, it's all content, am I right? Hey, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Now, I mean, Dundarave Village, you know, they call it Dundarave Village, but you know, it's just basically one city block of like businesses. You know, it's a little bit quaint. I like it up here because it has good beach access. There's my almond milk latte. I would say it's C grade because they're not using proper barista blend almond milk, so you know, but the coffee's really good, so what can you do? So I'm gonna head up the street. I'm gonna walk up an extra block and hit the beach and then start walking back. I've been up here quite a few times. One time I walked to here. Oh, that was a good time. And I would try and do a flashback sequence, but I got a coffee in my hand. Plus, I forgot to put the flashback effect on my last out and about, so I don't want to disappoint you again. So anyway, take a good look at Dundarave Village. Look, there's an antique store over there. There's a sushi place. There's a bakery. There's a fucking... There's an IGA, which is a grocery store there. So even if you lived all the way up here, which is, you know, Google it. I recommend it. Because I can't really describe what's going on. So anyway, off I go. Hold on. Now, Dundarave Village and the most of, well, all of North/West Van sits at the base of the North Shore Mountains, which you would see, but they're completely covered in clouds right now. So right about there, there'd be a bunch of trees and, you know, mountains and shit, but there's not because clouds and shit. Yesterday it was really foggy. It would have been nice to come here because it was real low fog, so I would have got some pretty neat shots, but listen, you can't always get what you want, am I right? So here we see, of course, water. You're gonna get a lot of that now that I'm back in Vancouver, because that's what we got, water. So I'll cross this here bridge and then get back to you when I'm actually down on the water. Now, these train tracks I've never seen a train go along them. Maybe, well, I mean, that's not true. I have, like, way up the pike there. I have, about 20 years ago. But, like, do they look like they've been used? I'm used to 5 trains going by a day in Calgary, so. But yeah, all these people here are richer than fucking God. And, you know, most of them are really old. Most of them retired here, and all in those big buildings over there. They're all like from the 60s, and everyone retired here, which is fine. I don't care. So anyway, next stop, the beach. Peace! Now my question is to myself, self, is the tide too far in to walk along the beach all the way to the next beach, which is Dundarave Beach, which is where I got off the bus. And it looks like it's pretty in, but I think I might be able to make it. I've never been down here, so this is the first. You're joining me on an adventure that I haven't had. Okay, that's fine. Now imagine these people's houses butt right up against this. And this will give you a little bit of a lay of the land too. Okay, so fucking holy shit. So there's Lionsgate Bridge. I filmed a little bit of going over that. Stanley Park. Downtown is just on the other side of that, so we can't see it. That's the UBC Endowment Lands. That's over there where you catch the ferry. That's Lighthouse Park. And then around the corner is where you catch the ferry to Vancouver Island, which you can't see because, you know, cloud. Brandy lives over there. So let's wave to Brandy. So I'm fucking dirty rocks. So I'm gonna walk around and basically go all the way underneath Lionsgate Bridge to Lonsdale Quay, where I may or may not grab another coffee and take the sea bus back. Well, I guess I might as well call it home, because it is. So Black Friday came around, as you all know, and I was looking to try and upgrade the GoPro Hero 8 that I have. Hero 8 Black, because like I said, the battery fucking shit the bed and I've got to use an external battery. I don't have to, but this thing's gonna die like within 10 more fucking segments and this thing's dead and I've got to hook up an external battery to it. But the problem is I've got the media mod hooked up to it, so I would have to get a camera, a new media mod, so there's another $100. So you're looking at 300 plus another, you're at $400. Like, fuck that. I'll just fucking get a lighter battery. So anyway, there's this. Really pretty. There's no seals or anything poking their heads up, but there's all kinds of weird birds and whatever else lives in here. Water's really clear because over there on the beach in Kitsilano and around UBC, the water's really murky because the harbor's right there. Well, the proper harbor. Where is it? I don't know. But the Fraser River bucks out into the water there, so it's all fucking murky green. And some of my plane taking off videos, you can see the line of demarcation where the river water hits the seawater. Anyway, fuck off. Okay, holy shit, guys. Look at this fucking sea creature I found. This is insane. So this sea creature right here, I mean, what we like to call this, here, I'll flip it over so you can see its insides. Oh. it's a turnip. That's the Hello ferry that I took over to Nanaimo. I filmed that, but I haven't uploaded it yet because it's some of the shittiest travel log footage you'll ever see. Might as well upload it though because hey ho, it's all content. Beautiful day though. Looking forward to the rest of my walk that way. Here's where you see the big pink palace, as they call it. So that place was like built in the 60s. And guess what? Scheduled for demolition. That's right. They're gonna tear it down and put up some fucking generic piece of shit like that. Because I guess, you know, money, right? Beautiful building. The lobby is like totally retro. Imagine being in one of those fucking places right there, looking that way. Well, all that is coming to an end. There's a better shot of the Lionsgate Bridge and Stanley Park over there. I'm gonna state, I'm gonna spit some fucking street knowledge for you right now. There's Stanley Park. Smoked a lot of weed there. There used to be a spot right by the Lionsgate Bridge when I was riding my bike when I was a youngster, and I'd always stop, bail into the bush, rock one, smoke some dope, and continue on my merry way. Facts. Going on here? Well, I guess it's runoff from the mountains. Again, I use the term mountains loosely. The North Shore mountains. Boy, this running water is making me fucking gonna have to use it. I think I see a spot right there behind the bush where I'm gonna fucking get her done. Wouldn't it be fun to like walk up there in gumboots? Oh, I think it would. Or go under there and talk to a frog. No? Well, that's what I would do. Oh, there's a guy over there fucking doing exercises. How am I supposed to rock one if he's gonna fucking stand there kicking his legs up and down? Here's an idea. Piss off. I don't know if you can see up there, but look at that. The water comes down in steps all the way down. Wish I could go in there and talk to a frog. I know I'm fascinated by this running water here. I've got to the other side, and look at that. Check this out, lads. I got right down underneath, just like I wanted to do, and talk to a frog. That's really cool. Other people have been under here. You can see they've drawn a penis. That's good. It says, fuck depression. There's another couple penises over there. That one has 3 nuts. Let's go check that out. That one, that's not anatomically correct. These ones, it says Vivian up there. Well, that starts making sense. There's one there. Welcome to the Dick Den. Well, I'll tell you something for nothing. I'm gonna rock one down here. Look, it says fuck fat people. Nice. How am I gonna rock one? Well, the old-fashioned way. Navy Jack House, built in 1872. They should tear that down. Or restore it. But they'll leave the chain link fence up for a decade while the council decides what to do. Until all of them can make money. Be stupid to do anything like that. No trespass. Terrible. Yeah, I'm not convinced. I think that one in the middle there, that's a real seagull. So here's a cute playground. It's all wibbly wobbly. Looks like it's made out of driftwood. Probably is. I'm going to bail up there. I think it's up there. And hit a thrift store that I usually only get to by car. But I happen to be here on foot, so I might as well do it while I have the chance. God knows, you know, I may find something that I can put in my next fabulous pickups video. No? Anyone? Anyway, let's check this out, and you know, I'll probably get a photo, because that's what I do. I take pictures. Fucking constantly. Yeah, so gotta go around there and keep heading on that way, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, ding dang dongle, and what have you. Well, I hit that thrift and didn't find anything. I have found some pretty good stuff in that one before, like shoes and shit like that. But right now I'm in Ambleside. Oh, it sounds so lovely. But I'm gonna hang a fucking Roger and head back down to the water and continue on my merry way. Right? You know what I love more than anything, fellers and fellettes? Community gardens and fences that tell me I can't go somewhere. I mean, that's doesn't look good, but that's pretty, isn't it? Just got the SD card error on my camera, which is real classic, even though it's not an SD card error. You know, some people would panic and be like, oh, my footage is gone. Oh, it's not. I just take the SD card out and put it back in and it's fine. Is this thing charging? Yeah. So I plugged it into my debris pisser, but I'm gonna have to let the camera catch up because it doesn't like filming with no juice and just battery pack. After that, I will give you the Jeremy Benner health update, because I know everybody's interested in that. Join me! Thought I was filming. I wasn't, because SD card error. No, it's not an SD card error. There's a piece of indigenous artwork. It's good to put it there, considering, you know, we stole all this land from them, so you might as well have a little bit of a representation. I don't think I filmed out here. So yeah, I'm heading around there. Rock to Piss right over there, I think. Head around the corner, get under that bridge. Now sure, I'd love to climb up the underbelly of that bridge and get real dirty, filthy, climbing over on some kind of maintenance fucking... but I'm not gonna do that. Just saw a harbor airplane go by. Still contemplating flying over to Victoria for a day. But, you know, don't know whether it's worth it. Well, of course it's worth it, because it's for me, and I am worth it. So anyway, off I go, and next you see me, it'll probably be over at the creek over there. Gotta let this, and you know, health update, but only when the camera allows me to film it. Is it charging? I hope so. Yeah, this camera's shit in the bed. Well, it's not the camera, it's me. There's a nice train bridge, which kind of reminds me of Calgary in a way. A lot of train bridges there, a lot of train bridges that I had to go underneath while I was on my wanders. Do I miss Calgary? I miss elements of Calgary, but I don't really miss Calgary. I mean, you know, I had unabashed freedom there, but I have the same freedom here. It's just, you know, Calgary's a little bit quieter. So, you know, and I was all by myself, so I basically had constant silence if I wanted it, but I can get that here. Anyway, I gotta go over that bridge over there. Nice. Keeps trying to repair the SD card. Anyway, here I am at the bridge. Hold on. I'm gonna put on my lanyard. It makes me think that I'm not gonna drop it into the creek. Here I am at the creek. Look at all the seagulls in there. I don't know, it looks like they're either having a bath or... Yeah, they're all having a bath. In this fresh water coming down out the mountains. Which you still can't see, because, you know, clouds. Now, I'm not sure if that's a trailer park on the other side, or if that's, I don't even like saying it, if that's part of the Indian Reserve. It's native land, I think, between here, well, for a bit, and it's still marked IR on the map, says Indian Reserve, and I don't even like saying that, but of course, is there any real good way of saying that? Going on there. I don't know what's going on there either. But yeah, I mean, you know, land reserve, any way you put it, it sounds bad. Anyway, we're coming up on the Lionsgate Bridge now. I'll film more underneath there. We going? Oh yeah, looks like it's charging now. Is it gonna go gronk? Doesn't look like it. Well, here we are, underneath the Lionsgate Bridge. It's always pretty neat underneath here, because this is a really old bridge. I think it was built in the 20s. So you can see all the fucking good old ironwork on it from back in the day. Pretty cool. I know there's like a walkway up there that you can get to from over there. I think you gotta finagle yourself through some kind of a fucking razor wire gimmick, but you can get right up there and cross the bridge underneath it. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I am well beyond the days of fucking breaking and entering to film a video. But it's really cool down here. I always found it really neat. I've walked over this bridge. It's fucking scary because it's really high up. Now I know I've flown on airplanes and I love that, but there's something about being like on a bridge looking down and then, you know, looking at the your juxtaposition to the what's below you, like, it's just weird for me. But yeah, I always thought this was pretty cool. So you want my health update? Okay, so I went to the doctor, had my blood tests, and my A1C was high. Now I knew my A1C was going to be high because I've been being bad ever since I was in Calgary. Not being bad, not eating cake all the time or anything, but like just not behaving as far as dietary requirements for a diabetic is concerned. And so I got back here and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be really good now, doctor. So you can check my A1C, I know it's gonna be high, but my next A1C, I promise you, if it's still high, you can yell at me then, but you gotta give me the chance to get it down. Because I have common sense as a diabetic, and I know how to lower my A1C. Now, recently, since November 1st, I've been on what I like to call caloric deficit. Now, you know, when I said caloric deficit to Brandy, she said, "Oh, you mean starving yourself?" And I was like, well, I mean, yes, but, you know, I like to call it caloric deficit because it sounds more scientific, and it sounds like you're on some kind of a program. Well, so ever since November 1st, I've been eating way less, like way less, below maintenance, and my blood sugar is finally stabilized at, like, you know, between 5 and 7, but mostly between 4 and 6, which is really good. And but this morning I woke up and it was fucking 12, and that's because my mom keeps buying like containers of fruit, like cut fruit, like honeydew and fucking watermelon and shit, and I have to eat it because she won't eat it, so it'll go bad. So I woke up this morning and checked my blood. It was fucking 12, and I was pissed because you have to keep your blood sugar down consistently in order to drop your A1C. And I told her, I said, listen, stop buying those things of fruit because my goddamn blood sugar was high. So I went out this morning, 8 o'clock. I didn't eat because this is the thing. All I'm trying to do is maintain my blood sugar. It's okay if my blood sugar is 5 and I'm hungry because the insulin's regulating it, right? So I, with caloric deficit and starving myself basically, which is how I wanted to do it, you know, we all know that Jeremy loves starving himself, but I've been losing weight consistently, getting on the scale every single day, writing it on a calendar, dropping between 3/4 of a pound, half a pound a day. Now I know you're like, oh, this isn't sustainable, Jeremy, it's blah blah blah. I'm only trying to get down to a goal weight. Freedom 53, I'm calling it, where I'm 153 pounds on my 53rd birthday. So I gotta drop some fucking LBs, if you know what I'm talking about there, my homies. So yeah, so I've been doing that, and it's going really good. I know the beard is adding a little bit of weight, but you know, I figure it's worth it considering I have to ruin Christmas with my fucking tash. But yeah, like, it's all going well. Like, after today, okay, that's working. Hold on. Probably accidentally put in that that little piece of footage where I said hold on a minute, because I never check. But now don't get me wrong, I'm not like endangering myself leaving the house knowing that I haven't eaten and blood sugar is important. I bring these. Now these will raise my blood sugar in fucking no time flat, and I can tell if it's low. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna check my blood sugar when I get to Lonsdale Quay, and we'll see what it is. It was 12 when I left, and I'll see what it is when I get there. And you know, if it's, well, it's fine now. I know, because I can tell. You know, I can actually physically tell when my blood sugar's low, and it's fine. So I'm gonna check it when I'm there. I'll check it on camera, and we can see what it's like. And if it's still high, I mean, I took insulin before I left. I took my regular insulin and my fast-acting insulin. And I know my insulin's dropping, but that's good. I want to walk around with it being 4 and 5, not fucking 10 and 12. So, you know, granted, you know, if you ask a dietitian, they'd be fucking giving me shit for doing this. But listen, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. Jeremy's got to be pimp weight, and it's all about being that slick pimp. This fucking camera. How much did I say it was going to cost to replace it? Might be worth it. So here I am at a creek here, another creek, and of course they keep trying to stock salmon and stuff in these creeks. I mean, it's a very you know, it's a nice thing to try and do. It's just that, you know, that guy up there emptying his fucking transmission fluid into the creek. And what's this here? Just a bottle of liquor, or is that a fucking piss jug? Dirty old piss jug, fucking sitting right there in the creek. But, you know, it's fine. They can try anyway. There's a bridge up here. Let's cross it. There's also some other shit going on up here. Let's look at it. So there's a giant crane. Now I think that's a shipyard, but I couldn't be certain. We'll see more of it when we get up to it. Yeah, it is a shipyard. There's ships there that they're repairing or breaking down, or who knows what they're doing. But that's a big crane. I'd hate to be at the top of that, stoned on fucking LSD or something. But that's fine. There's some train cars over there with sulfur in them. You can see the yellow stuff in there, because there's a big sulfur plant, I don't know, over that way. So, or is it over there? I don't know, doesn't matter. Here's another. I think this is where the creek that I was looking at ends up. I mean, you know, if you're gonna put new salmon in, this seems like a good place. And then when they come to spawn, they swim back up it. At least that's the fucking idea. Eagle's nest up there. Cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna go down there and observe. There's a better shot of the big old boats. The red color makes me think that's a yeah, it's got a Canadian flag on it. I think that was a Coast Guard vessel. So who knows whether it's being refit or they're breaking it down, or who knows. I mean, Canada Coast Guard. I mean, that's a massive ship, but our Coast Guard ships are fucking huge. So yeah, that's pretty cool though. I mean, I bet you those guys are making a lot of money, and I ain't kidding you. Right there we see the North Shore Auto Mall, where you can buy all manner of vehicles. Over there, I don't know, right there is a blue heron sitting on top of a pole. Can't see that because this is basically panorama and you can't see shit. But, you know, if you had a, say, an 80-inch TV, you'd be able to see that. Yeah, there it is. It's looking around. It's probably looking for a frog or something to eat. Yeah, I mean, you know, the trails over here are, I call them trails, path, whatever. Everything's, you know, it's nice to walk along. But at no point, like, you have to really go out of your way to find a secluded area around anywhere in Vancouver. I mean, I can do it. I know how to do it, but I mean, granted, I'm on like the North Shore where all of this industry is and a whole bunch of businesses, so finding a quiet spot is pretty difficult, but you know, not everything can be Calgary. Thank God for that. So, oh look, a seal peeking up. Or is it a log? It looks like it's got a nose. Anyway, look, there's Vancouver. The skyline of Vancouver, if you can call it that. I'm across, of course, in the North Shore, where you still can't see the mountains because they're behind clouds, so that's great. But, yeah, this is the working harbor of Vancouver. You've seen it before, you're looking at it now, and you probably can't believe it, but you've got to, because you're looking right at it. Oh yeah, that was a seal, because she's gone now. So yeah, I'm heading over there. There's a big queue. I don't know if you can see that. I'm heading over there. I just got a ding-dong dangle around the edge there. But look at that. I mean, Vancouver, it's fine, right? I mean, it's still a shithole, but you know what? I don't care anymore. I left here very mad when I moved to Calgary. Mad at the city, mad at everyone living in it, mad at having to move. And now that I'm here, on my own terms, I do everything on my terms, as you know. I'm alright. So let's get over to that Lonsdale Quay and check my blood sugar. Fuck it, I'll go this way first. I ate, there's a Thomas Haas chocolate place just up there, and I ate a lovely pastry here once. I didn't film that because, what the fuck's wrong with you people? This is a volleyball court. Everyone loves volleyball. No? Look, there's an actual beach down here. And look, a tent set up. Anyway, I'm shutting my camera off because there's a weird guy over there. Keep checking if I'm filming. Because the camera's shit in the bed. Or something is, I don't know. Doesn't matter. So here I am at Mosquito Creek Marina. Bunch of houseboats. And look at them, they're all like beige and like light green and taupe. And gray. If I had a fucking houseboat, I wouldn't be painting it fucking taupe. You know what I'm saying? My moth would be fucking yellow or fucking robin's egg blue or some fucking thing like that. There's a blue one over there. God. I think this part used to be open to the public, but I mean, they put up a fence, but like, is it really stopping anyone? Don't know. This is a path underneath the boat launch. Whatever. I'm almost there. I'm just padding this fucking video out basically at this point. This is nice though, isn't it? No? Come on now. I think it is. There's a round window over here. Not that, that's a mirror. Don't get confused. Look at this. I'll show you this and then next stop, barber shop. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a solid piece of fucking plexiglass. Next stop, Lonsdale Quay. There we go, that's more like it. There's a yellow one, a red one, and a blue one. 2 blue ones. The rest of them are fucking green and gray, but these fucking guys have the right idea. Imagine living in a yellow house. That'd be crazy. That's crazy. Okay, you boy. Let's check my blood sugar. See where we at. That's low, but it's 10 lower than it was when I left. That's really low. And I'm not feeling it, but looks like it's time for an orange, my boys. At least it's down. Maybe I'll go get a coffee. Peace. This is the inside of Lonsdale Quay. These are all businesses below, and you know, gelato and bread and kinds of shit going on here. It's kind of pretty. I remember when they first put it in, I always thought it was bigger than this, but it's really small. I'll tell you what though, I'm not going to get anything to eat, and I'm not going to get a coffee. I'm just going to maybe walk around the building a bit and then get on the C bus and head home. I'll have a coffee there, because I'm a cheapskate. And I can eat an orange, because I'm a cheapskate. I did want to see if there was like a chocolate place in here to buy chocolate bars for Brandy for Christmas, but I can't find any of that. I'm not a cheapskate when it comes to that. Anyway, maybe more on the C bus, who knows.
Yeah, we could just walk around. We could just walk around here.
Seabus crews are trained to handle emergency situations in accordance with Transport Canada regulations. In the unlikely event of an emergency, follow the directions of the crew. There are muster stations located forward and aft as midship. Each muster station contains a 150-person life raft. Life jackets are located under each seat. On direction from the crew, remove the life jacket from its stowage. Undo the top cover and the bottom strap of the life jacket.
Well, that's it for that. Hope you enjoyed that out and about video, because there's more just like that coming. It's all content, am I right? Peace.